without knowing whether that's the best decision or not. And then conventionally too, all we know is apply fertilizer, either 10-15-15 or 20-20-10 or something, regardless of whether the soil requires that or not. And then you don't predict events. You don't, in fact, because there were no opportunities, so you cannot even think that, okay, now I want to start my farming activities probably in May or June. Okay, what are the likely things that may happen? What if rain ceased? What if we had too much rain? What's the likely impact of all this? People don't care in those days. All I know is that, okay, my crop is 90 days, or 110 days, so let me just go and do it. People don't think about possibility of, okay, there may be flooding due to certain factors, or there may be drought due to certain factors, and so we get prepared for that. All these people don't think, people were innovative because they think agriculture is an entirely different animal, and so it should be treated just like that traditionally, locally, and whatever. So that was why the progress made in agriculture was limited or was not pronounced also. Okay, another practical example is that we have to travel to a farm in order to know the farm size, in order to know the type of crop, the health, and whatever. So recently, I would like to use recent examples. In 2015, federal government came up with a product, the AMCO Boros program, where they said there is support for smallholder farmers so that they can access input, which is one of the most difficult part of requirements in farming. So government said, okay, don't worry, we'll give you inputs. We'll give you X number of bags of fertilizer, X number of tins of agrochemicals, and then we'll give you seeds. So farmers were happy. Okay, this is going to happen. I will improve my farming activities and whatever. Okay. So, but what happened at the end of the day? The input support were distributed very late, actually. If you need an input in April or May, you end up receiving it in September because of bureaucracy and what it has. And then the modalities. When you give somebody inputs at that month, towards the end of the year when you are thinking of harvesting, you just dash or you wasted those support that's meant for farmers. And agriculture is time bound. So nobody bothers to check. The first thing is you need a database. And this can only happen through ICT. You need to have a database, okay, let's say in Nasarawa Hospital, let's assume is a cluster. There are farmers, maybe there are 100 farmers in Nasarawa Hospital. The entire 100 farmers, they have 1 hectare of a farm, and they are all producing rice. So we all know the requirements for rice. We have the farm size, and we can even have the soil testing, which tells us the combination of inputs they are supposed to use or they require in that farmland. This, you can have this through ICT as a dashboard. By mere looking, you will see, okay, in this cluster there are farmers, these are the total number of clusters, this is the soil requirement, and this is the best crop to be grown, and then this is the total requirement of inputs. Very simple. Every farmer is known. There are no